Hi everyone, this is Balazs from RacingBrick. It's been a bit quiet around here the last few weeks as I've been making fewer videos than usual, but there was a reason for that. I've been working on a lot of things as you can clearly see around me. August is going to be a very busy month for LEGO Technic fans, and I even have a few treats for the Speed Champions guys. All these sets you see here today are scheduled to be released on the 1st of August. Let's take a quick look at everything we can expect using the official photos. You can find the links to all the sets in the description below and also in the pinned comment. The most anticipated one is the 42172 McLaren P1, which was unveiled yesterday. This is the 1/8 scale Technic supercar for 2024, following the Ferrari Daytona SP3 from 2022. The price has remained the same, €450 or dollars, and it has 3,893 pieces. The choice of model was a huge surprise. Everyone was expecting the successor to the P1, but for some reason LEGO and McLaren decided to release an older icon that was introduced 11 years ago. It is orange, but not the same color as the first model in this series, the Porsche 911 GT3 RS. Judging by the photos, this should be the relatively new bright light orange. The car comes with the obligatory printed plug, and the bag is back. We missed it so much in the Ferrari. The box looks great. You can see the rear of the original car on the front and the LEGO version on the back. I won't go into details now, there will be a long and detailed build review soon, just a few highlights. The wheels are obviously new. I also see some new panels here with a strange shape, and the parts for the A-pillars are new too. If we take a look at this photo, we can also see brand new suspension arm pieces. In terms of functionality, the set has a 7-speed gearbox that uses the new parts from the Yamaha motorcycle, but the strange blue drum part is now orange to match the car, I guess. We have independent suspension on all wheels using the newish large shock absorbers, this time in black. The butterfly doors open with a spring-loaded mechanism, and we will also have the printed unique ID in the car. The rear wing also works. It is controlled with this knob under the exhaust. The steering should work via the steering wheel. These Technic cars don't normally have a hand-of-God steering option. We will have the V8 engine at the rear using transparent engine blocks, and we should also get a representation of the electric motor somewhere inside. This photo suggests that the engine cover is removable, although the rear wing is not installed yet here, so I'm not sure if you can actually do that when the car is finished. So, that's it so far. I can't wait to show you all the interior details of this set. But wait, this information dropped right now on LEGO.com. There will be a gift with purchase set that you can get if you buy the McLaren P1, this McLaren P1 logo. Yeah, I think the same. It's a bit weird as a LEGO set. It's basically a rotating P1 logo on a stand with a somewhat overcomplicated mechanism between the crank and the logo. It seems to have some printed parts though, which might give it some exclusivity, but it comes in the regular GWP yellow frame boxes. Will people buy the McLaren on day one just for this gift set? I don't think so, but it might be a nice extra, and you can still sell it later to collectors if you don't need it. Consider it a built-in discount for the P1. The next one could be seen already a few days ago, but today it's official, the 42177 Mercedes-Benz G500 Professional Line set. It has 2,891 pieces, costs €250 or dollars, and it is already available for pre-order in some countries. You can check it out via the link below. This set seems to be the successor of the Land Rover Defender, and it was designed by the same person, so I really can't wait to build it. About the color, this seems to be a third shade of orange, just to confuse all Technic fans. It looks like reddish orange. That's the color used in some of the Technic space sets released earlier this year. With this release, we got a lot of new parts in that color. There's also a brand new off-road tire design, which I think will go down really well with the fans. Based on the back of the box, we get an inline-6 engine, which is accurate for the 2024 G500. According to the product description, there's a gearbox with drive, neutral and reverse, a high-low selector and 2 lockable differentials. The controls for all these functions can be seen here, but I think that's just the lock for the central differential. There is a photo of the rear axle showing a differential lock with the fairly new orange piece, but is it really manually operated? We will see in the review. Otherwise, the set has 5 opening doors and a whole lot of extra equipment on the roof. What seems to be missing is the actual gearbox that was present in the Land Rover Defender, but considering its complexity and the build challenges, maybe that's a good thing. Anyway, more details about the set will come in my review. Now this one is something special, the 42174 Emirates Team New Zealand AC75 yacht. It has 962 pieces, costs 120 euros or dollars, and is already available for pre-order. It's been a while since we've had a Technic boat, but apparently this one has a built-in stand, which might explain the lack of "boat doesn't float" warning on the box. They thought it should be kind of obvious. It's a huge model, 68 centimeters high, and probably has the biggest printed sails we've ever had in Technic. According to the box, it has some pneumatic functions to pump up the hydrofoil count arms. Sorry for not expressing myself properly, but I'm not yet familiar with all the specific sections of this racing yacht, but I will catch up by the time of the review. It's clear that there are a lot of things going on with different mechanical functions, which is pretty promising. I also see some recolored pieces. These panels are definitely new in teal. And now for the twins. Finally, LEGO has done what everyone has been asking for, and they are releasing two different color variants of the same model at the same time. This is the Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute in grey and in white. Apart from the color, the cars look identical and have the same number of parts, 801 to be exact. The price is 53 euros and $50 respectively, and it can also be pre-ordered, at least in Europe. The set seems to follow the design of the car transporter gang, like many similar Technic cars in recent years. We'll be getting quite a few recolored parts, that's for sure. As for the new elements, I need your help, I've lost track a bit here. The features look the same as usual. We have hand-of-God steering, opening doors and a fake engine at the rear using the new piston design. The engine cover seems to open too, which is a nice extra. I'm sure these sets won't revolutionize the Technic world, but for their size they look pretty decent, and if the building experience is good, they can be a nice part of this range. So those were the brand new Technic sets revealed recently. We will also have these here, but I've already talked about them in a previous video. And that's not all, there are also two Speed Champion sets planned for August, the 76934 Ferrari F40 supercar and the 76935 NASCAR Next Gen Chevrolet Camaro ZL1. Both sets are already available for pre-order on lego.com for 27 euros or dollars. Interestingly, these two models were previously released in Speed Champions in a 6-stud white form. Actually, they were the last in that series. Both have a lot of detail at first glance. I think the empty headlights on the F40 will raise a lot of questions, but overall I like the shaping so far. The Camaro is very colorful with lots of stickers, but yes, it's NASCAR, and I like the transparent parts from the Kingfisher set used on the rear. We will of course look at both cars and their building techniques in detail. So folks, there will be plenty exciting new releases in a few weeks, and you can expect lots of detailed building reviews on the channel, so hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video, and be sure to subscribe with notifications if you don't want to miss the reviews about all these sets and even more. See you next time, bye bye.